Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with another storytime video. This one's gonna be a bit of a, more of like a, I don't know how to describe it, but this storytime has been suggested to make by like family members and stuff. But today I'm gonna be on about how I got told off by a teacher for being deaf. If you guys didn't know, I am partly deaf in both my ears. More my left one, more my left one here than my right one. But today I'm going to be telling a story about how my teacher, who I won't say the name of, but we'll call her Miss, oh God, I don't know, Mrs. Paul, why not, Logan Paul's mum. Well, Mrs. Paul, so here's how it went. I woke up on about I don't remember the exact day, but I woke up at around 7 AM to go to high school, which, yes, it was hell, but I'm a high school dropout, but I go to college next year. Yes, I'm not excited for that, honestly, but, yeah, so, obviously, I woke up and I went to school and I met up with all my friends, and in the middle of the day we had, I think it was RE, which is religious education, which I don't believe in that kind of stuff, honestly. Cancel me all you want, I don't care. But I went into RE class and I was talking to my friend just before class started, and my teachers sometimes speak in like a quiet tone, like, so today we're gonna be doing like that kind of voice. And obviously with me being partly deaf, I can't hear. So I'm like, halfway through it, I'm like struggling, and she's like, "You say that?" And I just, I didn't understand the question. Is like, "Oh, you didn't." I've actually had this happen twice, so I'm gonna tell both stories. But the first one was about with Mr. Paul, Mrs. Logan. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but we basically, like, I was sat down with next to one of my friends at the time. I don't know if I'm still friends with him now, I've not seen him since high school. But, we were in the middle of, like, sorting, like, we were learning about Jesus Christ, about how we got, like, nailed on something. But, continuing on, we obviously, I didn't understand what she was saying, so she spoke in a quiet tone, and my ear is literally screwed. But I asked, like, "Oh, excuse me, could you repeat the question?" And she's like, "Oh, if you did not spend so much time, like, studying about with your little friend," and like, I'm just sat in my chair, like, with my, like, is this bit serious? Like, is this bit serious? Like, do you not know that I am literally deaf and I can't understand you? That was one of the main reasons why I quit high school. But, obviously, I went home and I told my mum about it. I was like, "Mum, I got told off for being deaf." And she was like, "What?" Like, she was not happy at all. Not happy. And speaking of my mum, she's actually the one that told me to make this video. Yeah, so thank you, Mum. Yeah, but obviously, this would not, like, and obviously, if you have friends and they are, like, beaten, but you say, "What so?" Can you repeat it? And they say that it doesn't really matter. Get them to tell you. I've experienced that most of the time, and there's nothing wrong with being deaf. I think it's actually wonderful. Like, my mum had told me, like, me being deaf and 15 years of age, making videos, I can inspire a whole new, like, people that are deaf to make videos, and you should do that, because I feel like if you do that, you will not only succeed, but, like, you will become very, like, well known, but you can also inspire a lot more people from, like, I could inspire someone from a different country that speaks English, but they also can speak to people in the language that I do, so it continues further and further. So I feel like that would be a wonderful, like, plan. So if you're deaf and you're afraid to make videos because of, like, being picked on and stuff, just ignore the haters and do what you want to do in life. Ignore what they're saying and do what you want to do in life. But so yeah. And then continuing, I went to my house. told me mum what happened. I think she contacted the school saying how like inappropriate the teacher was. I don't remember it. It was like 2 years ago at this point that this happened. I was 13 at the time. But Pepsi's good. Anyway, yeah, but next story about how a teacher made my older sister come out of class to sort hearing aids out. So for a long time in high school, I was wearing hearing aids. I had to constantly have them in because the teachers kept getting annoyed, like so annoyed to the point where they kept telling me off for not hearing properly. I remember I got told off because I didn't hear that our teacher said that we had homework. I got told off then. Great school this is, honestly. God, my thing's going so slow. But yeah. So let's go on with the story about. So this teacher will name. We'll name her Mrs. Bad. We'll name her Mrs. Bad. My camera just froze on my screen. Honestly, I don't know what's happening, but yeah. Oh my god. I'm trying to sort this out at the same time. But yeah, Mrs. Bag. I was in her class. Jesus Christ. I was in her class. And obviously what was happening in my school at the time, I couldn't really hear properly. And then so I had hearing aids in, and if people that don't know what hearing aids are, they are like this little bit of, like, they're like machines that you can, what the hell just happened then? They're little like machines that you can put in your ear to make it hear better, like so much better, like better. Like let's say you had a £1 microphone and a £100 microphone, it would get better sound quality. God, my PC is like freezing. But yeah, so I would wear them while I was in the middle of my, I know again this was RE class as well, so Jesus Christ, can you tell the people that follow you to stop picking on me for being deaf? But yeah, I was in the middle of class and sometimes my hearing aids will like come out of it and make that feedback noise. I hate that noise, that's why I don't wear them currently, but I am apparently my mum's trying to sort them out to get them put back in. But they would make a feedback and everyone looked at me and I'm like, and then I started to feel it and my teacher was like, Xander, if you stopped, how many times would you have to stop, like, yeah, but she said, Xander, how many times will you have to, like, how many times would your hearing aid noise make, how many times will your hearing aid make that noise with feedback? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't control it must just keep hanging out my ear. Which was understandable because I can't like control what my hearing aids do. I'm not with people that you believe in. I'm not Jesus Christ of Nazareth, am I? But God, I'm gonna get cancelled for being like against religion. I'm not against religion. Believe in what you want, but I don't believe in it. So I'm like Brian Griffin in Family Guy. Like everyone else believes in it but me. But yes, if you. They had to call my sister out of class to like come in and like it couldn't get all the way in because I think I had a wax blocking it, so she pushed it in, and then I went back into class and then she was like, oh, we can't be a regular Mrs. Bag literally went, we can't keep happening, Xander, like you can't just keep having your sister come out of her class to do feedback. And I'm like, you're the one that keeps pulling her out of class. Like, and this bitch also, yeah, Mrs. Bag, you know exactly who you are if you watch this video. I can't say her actual name because, yes, it's a her. But I can't say her actual name because this video could just get taken down and I might get sued. But, continuing on, I was in the middle of class and she must have said we had homework. But again, because I'm deaf, I didn't hear, and because I had people shouting in my ear constantly making me more and more deaf. But yeah, and then so what happened then was I think it was like a few days later I had this class again, which I hated RE. I'm so sorry, but I hated RE so much. or I hated religious education so much because it's just pointless. Because none of the kids in the school believe in Jesus. Like, there might be the average, like, here and there, but, like, 90% of the kids in the school do not believe in Jesus whatsoever. If anything, we say, like, fuck you, Jesus, and fuck you, God, most of the time. I would do sometimes when I'm out, but, like, not, like, occasionally. However, though, I went into school the next day, or the next few days, and I went into RE, and she's like, so, Xander, where's your homework? And I'm like, we had homework? And she's like, Xander, she's just such a, I announced it to the class that we had homework a few days ago. Why weren't you hearing? And I think it was either in the day that I wasn't in, because I was sick most of the days that I was in school. I had a weak immune system for some reason, sometimes when I was in school. And then she'd be like, it's either because you announced on a day that I wasn't here, or I'm deaf. Get that through, you thick skull, you stupid bitch. I didn't actually say that. I was just like, I'm sorry. And she was like, oh, just sit down. And I'm like, okay then. And I sat down, she's like, what happened? And one of my friends, who again I won't say your name of, I think went, what happened then? And I'm like, I forgot my homework. It was one of the first days I was starting at that high school as well. It was like, I think, it wasn't in September because there's no way I started school on the first day. Because everyone seems so like accustomed to being there. But, yeah, so that's the story of me being a deaf 15-year-old in a stupid high school. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video that I thought I'd make because my mum told me to like let it be known about how I'm struggling as a deaf 15-year-old in high school. And if you are like partly deaf or remotely deaf in high school, which I don't think like deaf people, like fully deaf people should, I think they should be homeschooled, not like put in a high school, because there'll have people being like, hello, but they can't hear properly. And that's one of the issues I had a lot. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what else you want to see, if I'm have a story time or maybe even like a reaction or gaming video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And obviously being a deaf 15-year-old has some like ups and downs and struggles and all that. But honestly, I don't mind it. Sometimes it can be annoying because I can't hear what other people say. But hey, if you're deaf, there's nothing to worry about. Cause you're unique. You're like. Cause I know you might get picked on or sometimes for being deaf, but honestly, ignore them. Just ignore them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see any more story times, gaming videos, reactions, just anything. Yeah, I've enjoyed making this video today to let you know about the struggles and the like ups and downs. And again, like I just said, if you're deaf and want to make videos, don't feel afraid to. Just let them know what you want. Like if you're deaf, let them know some of your story time videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and obviously if you want to see more story times about my school, my former high school, let me know in the comments or let me just know personally. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.